I never thought it was possible to turn something cool like going to outer space into something lame, but Katy Perry defied all odds and obstacles and became the first person to do that.
I feel super connected to love. So connected to love.
So if you don't know what's going on, I just now found out about this earlier. The Blue Origin rocket was the first ever female crew mission that went to outer space, technically, because what they did is they went to outer space about 62-ish miles up, a little bit past the Kármán line, and then came back down, which is still cool. Don't get me wrong, but it's basically like they just dipped their toes into outer space, if you will. But this whole thing was spearheaded by Jeff Bezos. It's his company, his rocket, that, you know, did all this. And it's apparently led to some conspiracy theories about it all being faked and whatnot, but I'll get to that later. First, I just want to show you the cringemanship that Katy Perry brought to this whole situation.
I feel super connected to love. So connected to love. I think this experience has shown me you never know how much love is inside of you, like how much love you have to give, and how loved you are until the day you launch.
That genuinely feels like something written for Leslie Knope to say on Parks and Rec. And then as soon as she came back from outer space, she tweeted and said, "There's no place like home." And just to show you some more footage of them being in outer space here, this is, it was all revolving around the camera. I just think it's so funny that you have like a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to go to outer space, to be off the planet that everyone's pretty much 99.9% of people are stuck on for their whole life. And you spend the whole thing like staring into cameras and playing for a camera. I just wish that for the first ever female crew sent to outer space that they would have sent not obnoxious billionaires and actual astronauts that have been like working and dedicating their life towards being an astronaut. But I digress. You know, they went to space for like 12 minutes. It was only like a 12-minute trip, and this was Katy Perry's reaction after after the trip, acting like she was stationed on a moon base for 5 years and didn't get to see her family, was all alone with a robot named Tars. There's just something about Katy Perry and kissing stuff, man. First, it was a girl with cherry chapstick. Now it's the ground after a 12-minute space flight. What's next? A donkey wearing a sombrero? Like, I have nothing against any of the women that were involved in this. I think it's cool. I like the topic of space in general. I've made a few videos about it. But I genuinely couldn't care less about this whole thing. And a little funny clip did come out with this. Jeff Bezos face planted. Got some Bigfoot quality video, but he stepped in a little hole and did a face plantaroo. Let's rewind that.
It's been really incredible. Yeah.
And now we can get into the conspiracy theories. First off, there's this, I don't even know what the fuck I can't stand Twitter, man. I hate Twitter. That's all I gotta say about that. But the actual conspiracy that everyone's going on about, I'm gonna mute this guy doing commentary. I'm just gonna steal his footage real quick. Well, the footage of the mission. This is what they're saying is the conspiracy theory. You see the door open, and then they go over and basically it looks like saying like, "Oh, close the door." And they close the door back. Because if you don't know, pretty much all spaceships are open from the outside. Now, I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm an aerospace engineer and know what the purpose for that is or why that would be the case. I'm assuming it makes it more vacuum sealed and so that the people don't get sucked out into space. Because it's only supposed to be open from the outside, which once they close the door back, they do their whole little song and dance with the media surrounding it. And then they eventually come back, put the actual door opener on it, and then the door opens inwards. Yeah, so just like with every other space mission, people are saying, "It's fake, they're on a media set." Which I don't know. I quite frankly don't care. I just like talking about funny, goofy little situations, and that's what I wanted to do. Poke some fun at people. And other than that, I'll catch you in the next one.